The snow has been flying all day in Pittsburgh as we welcome you to Fitzgerald Fieldhouse. KYLEE fires in.
2 down.
He'll turn, he'll face, and he'll get the 2. And Romani has McCoy in some trouble.
2 on the reversal for Shea Bledsoe. 2 on the takedown for Brad Harvey. Looking for miracle.
And of course, he putting up high volume offense tonight.
He's getting stronger as the match goes on. Him meeting Demetrius Thomas.
The night belonged to the Panthers. Pitt prevails inside the Fitzgerald.
The Panthers look for a perfect weekend after beating Virginia 23-10. Another late takedown by KYLEE inside 10 seconds. We get the quick fall as Cole Matthews from the Pittsburgh Panthers. So quick, Romani able to get that reversal, puts Costa right on his back and gets another 16 points for the Panthers. Wall and Hunter Curtin back-to-back falls for the Panthers. And he got it on a Corsi with the fall for the Panthers, pound in the chest. He does get the fall, the 5th fall for the Panthers. Cole Rickard, what a performance, and the Panthers put an exclamation point on this match, a 51-0 win.
It starts as a game, a gathering of friends. And slowly, as some begin to sit back, others stand out. The joy of playing turns to passion. And as the skills develop, so do the minds. And they begin to seek challenges, peers, and mentors to further their abilities and opportunities. The love and passion becomes a thirst for people in a place
we make history today in Pittsburgh
that will embrace and push a hunger for excellence
the ACC.
and to be in and among champions. These are the dreamers, scholars, leaders. These are the guides, teachers, mentors. And this is the opportunity, the challenge, the place. This is Pitt Beyond the Script.
I'm Mickey Philippi, and I'm from Derry, Pennsylvania.
KYLEE right back at it here with just one loss in the season, and I think primed for a podium finish, hopefully for the Panthers here in the 2020 NCAAs.
Honestly, I didn't really have any family that wrestled, so it was, I just really wanted to do it. I saw it, wanted to do it.
And KYLEE, before they go out of bounds, grabs his first lead.
It became my thing whenever I was in probably elementary school, like 2nd, 3rd grade. I was just really started to like it, and my dad really started to get into it, and then we started going all over the place to practice and tournaments every weekend, and it became like I made friends in the sport, so it just became my hobby, and I made a lot of friendships out of it. It's an addictive thing. I mean, getting your hand raised it's addicting. It's being out there it's fun. There's an adrenaline rush. Like at the end of the day, I can't blame anyone but myself, and I like that. I like to have to take responsibility for that. Coach Gavin, he's awesome. He's funny, and he's very serious at times, and that's good, but he can also joke around, which is nice, lighten the mood. He really helped me on my abilities this year and get better in every position. I feel like since I've gotten to Pitt, I've gotten better on my feet, which is something I feel like I need to work on in the past. And now I have a lot of setups and takedowns, and just I feel a lot more confident. So I knew Pitt was the place. I knew it was a place where I could excel. I could always have family close by, coming to matches. A home match is really like a home match. Pittsburgh loves sports and they love wrestling, so it's a good place to be. And I felt like it was right. As soon as I made the decision, I felt like I was in the right place.
And KYLEE will take a 6-2 win.
Wrestling, I don't care what anyone says. Anyone that takes it really seriously, it's definitely a part of your identity. Because, I mean, I'm in here every day doing everything I can to be the best I can. And that translates into the work world, into everything. Once you wrestle, as cliche as it is to say, like everything else is kind of easier outside of here. So I definitely would say it's part of my identity. Hello, I'm Mickey Philippi. I'm a redshirt sophomore on the wrestling team here at Pitt, and this is Pitt Beyond the Script.
For the 6th ranked wrestler in the country for your Pitt Panthers, Mickey Philippi.
You're watching Pitt Beyond the Script.
So we're heading over, gonna go read to some kids. We're super excited to give back to the community. It really means a lot to us. It's more than just about a sport or a game. It's about creating these really special relationships. Whenever we do camps and stuff afterwards, we always feel super blessed, and it's really a surreal thing because these are young ones and they continue to inspire us to be better too.
So today we're going to 4 second grade classrooms. So you'll be split up. It's a school that is in need of books and help to read. So it's going to be a meaningful experience, but I want it to be really fun. Make it fun for everyone involved.
So we're taking some books to the library right now. It's cool to see kids look up to you and being able to think that you can inspire someone by just reading a book, you know?
Okay.
I think this community does so much for us, so it's cool to do a lot for them too. Y'all are so funny.
How tall do you think I am?
Today we are going to be reading to you guys the Hog Mollies. One day they wondered how the Give and Grow came to be.
Playing, relaxing, reading, and hanging out with friends.
Who planted this garden?
Okay, ready?
We have what? We see gratitude as an action, and so this is a chance for us to get out and show the community we appreciate them, and also to help inspire some young ones to have a love for reading.
You guys want to see the trophy?
Can we give them a good job?
Good job, good job. G-double-O-D-J-O-B, good job, good job. Is this second place?
First place. This is first place.
Pues gracias por invitarnos a nosotros aquí. Fue un placer y me gustó leer el cuento.
Say gracias.
I can remember being in elementary school and having people come and read to us and play for us, and just like seeing these role models. It's amazing to be in the role, like to think that I could influence someone's life like that.
Hi. You guys are taller than us.
Are you tall on purpose?
Yeah. You're going like that.
Oh, we were all so excited. You know, last year 2 of our teammates went to this event. So the fact that we all get to go and kind of experience this together is really cool. It's weird seeing people that you see on the field and on TV, like in person, really nice suits. So the Steelers head coach is pretty cool. And all the Steelers players, you know, obviously. And yeah, it's been a really cool experience.
It's like surreal. Like, wow, I really like looked up to these guys like when I was younger, and now like to have the honor of maybe being one of those people myself for young girls in the Pittsburgh area is just, it's a real humbling honor to be here.
Please welcome KYLEE, Lane Van Busker, and the Pitt Volleyball head coach, Dan Fisher.
They are the model program of what we're trying to build and sustain at Pitt as athletes, as students, and it's the growth of the sport of women's volleyball, and you see a lot of kids at the games, and it's definitely catching on, and we're thrilled to be here and really honored to represent Pitt and the University of Pittsburgh.
Wow, this is so cool. For us college athletes to be sitting up here surrounded by all of these amazing people is something really special.
Pitt fans, tune into the Jeff Capel Show Thursdays on 93.7 The Fan and see it on AT&T Sportsnet. It's your chance to hear from Coach.
Well, I think we've shown a toughness. I think we've shown a resiliency.
Meet the players.
Sometimes it just felt like home.
It was just so cold, and when you're getting hit, your hands cold.
And follow the season. The Jeff Capel Show.
The thing that I always wanted to do was coaching the ACC.
Live at 6 p.m. Thursday nights at the Pitt on 93.7 The Fan and on AT&T Sportsnet.
And the Panthers have scored. Intercepted. The 25, the 15, 10. Touchdown Panthers. One man to beat. Streaks down the sideline. He's hit, and the ball comes out. Touchdown Panthers. You can't believe what just happened here at Heinz Field.
We resume our discussion with 4 returning fixtures on the defensive side of the ball. Patrick Jones II, Jalen Twyman, Paris Ford, and DeMar Hamlin. We look ahead to next year, what unique motivation they received from last year, and who they look up to on the field. So looking ahead to the schedule, it was released recently. I know it's a game-by-game mentality, but is there anything on the schedule you have circled?
I would say for me personally, I'll say Notre Dame. That's a game I can't wait for, especially at home.
I'm one game at a time. I don't want to sound like I'm different from everybody else, but I'm looking forward to every game. I'm more worried about practice number 1.
I got everybody circled. I got a hit list on everybody.
That's what it is.
But I got a couple people. I got a couple people highlighted though, but I got everybody circled.
He's hit and sacked, and that is Patrick Jones. That's Paris Ford again. That's DeMar Hamlin.
This past year, Jalen, you switched your number to number 97. It's no secret, Aaron Donald wears that number. You had the opportunity to work out with him. Who else do you see in the NFL that you emulate your game after?
I'll start off by saying Minkah Fitzpatrick. He's a great ball hawk, real safety, so just take little notes off of him. And then it's just a blessing to see the Steelers next to us because we get to pick little parts of their brains and see what they know. We can emulate it to our game. If I ain't looking at Aaron Donald, I'm looking at Grady Jarrett. Grady Jarrett is a defensive tackle for the Atlanta Falcons, so I'm always watching dudes who are my height and my size. So I feel like me, Grady, and Aaron play a lot alike.
I got a couple guys I look at. I look at Jadeveon Clowney. I look at TJ Watt next door, and then I look at Von Miller. Those are my 3 guys I really look at.
Somebody I like to just model my mentality after, and just the way I go about things is James Conner personally. Being in the locker room with him my freshman year, you just got a different vibe from him. He's the closest to that Mamba mentality, I would say. So that's the person I've been modeling myself after for sure.
Let's play fast, play physical, win your one-on-one battles, and let's get that ball back. Let's go have some fun out there.
This past year with DC Randy Bates, went through tonsil cancer. You as a team knew what he was going through. Was that a little bit extra motivation?
I think he was in maybe the day or 2 after he had his operation. Just being here with us, it's just what do I got to complain about if he can come show up dealing with cancer, So we all appreciate him, and we love him even that much more for just making that sacrifice for us as a team.
Just seeing him in the morning, knowing that he has cancer, I'll be in the morning tired, 7 o'clock meetings, he'll look at me and be like, "Bro, you're soft. All right, let me stop being soft and let me go out here and work." And it just make you realize how blessed you are. And just by looking at other people and seeing if he could push through, there's no reason why I can't push through and keep going. When we came up with the dunk celebration, he brought some of the players in. What do you guys want to do? How do you want to do this? It's all for you. I'm all behind it. He's a player's coach, and that's one of the coaches that you would love to play for if you're a defensive player. He blitz all the time, and
Which you guys obviously like. Worked out well for you.
Blitzburg.
I love that it's a sports city. They got football, hockey, baseball, all that, and it's just a completely different like environment. It's just like the whole city just supports like all the sports teams, and I think that's amazing. Being though that I'm from DC, and that's a city like Pittsburgh City. It reminds me of home. If I'm not close to my mom, like I go over parents' house every Thanksgiving, eat all the food, go in the refrigerator, make a plate. Then my dad, he always say, you know, JT, come get a plate all the time. So this is home.
You guys have such a bond to the city. From here, you've always played hard for this city. Talk a little bit about your bond and what the city means to you.
We just hometown kids. We mama's boys. We both mama's boys at first. So as far as the city, it's just like we got so many ties to our hometowns and just so many personal reasons why we want to be able to just bring some light to our city and just don't run away from our city and bring someone else's town some joy, you know? Just keep it home and personal.
And there's a lot of little kids in the city that knows us and like knows our stories. And for them to see us like on the TV screen from being from Pittsburgh, it's big to them. Like that's showing them that anything is really possible.
That they can do it.
I mean, like most of the kids in the city that we know only come from single parent houses. So like having us in their life is almost like a father figure, literally. And like we just do whatever we can to help anyone. And if you know us, you know that we're giving people. I mean, I'm ready for the first game, so I appreciate you guys all sitting down with us. We're so glad each of you made the decision to return for 2020.
Yeah, the hell to Pitt.
Hell to Pitt.
Hell to Pitt.
You're watching Pitt Beyond the Script.
I'm Coach White, the women's basketball coach at Pitt. I love the game because I love being able to teach, and I love being able to see players go from one spot to another.
You got to bluff, and then you got to go. You got to bump, and then you got to go. You're not going to stay down there and hold. Bumping and going. Now guards got to be able to move.
I love being able to be around the players every day and see their growth. And that's what we're all about in our program is growth and being able to every day get better. And, you know, I want a player who is a great person, who's a great student, and a great athlete.
Her eyes up and is looking for what she can do next.
This one is good from the right side.
And there's that spark that I was talking about.
Conti to the rim, blocked by Igbokwe.
And what a gutsy play from Rita Igbokwe.
By a Panther, now ahead to GABBIE Green. All alone, gets it. Lead back to 3.
Coach White, he's something. Coach White, he always has energy. He's gonna come at you the same every time. On the court, he expects big things, so just go and do it. Showcase your talent.
Knight kicks it all the way out. GABBIE Green's 3.
Coach White is the most energetic, fun, easygoing, but serious when he needs to be. Just all-around great person.
What you see is what you get. Honestly, at first I was like, there's no way he can keep this energy up like this, and he is exactly the same day in, day out.
I think I get to be one of the luckiest guys in the world to get to do this job and be around such a great team. And so you wake up every day and you get to choose your attitude. I always make the choice to choose positivity. And so how could I not be excited about that?
Lance White, the Panthers and their fans rejoice.
And the Panthers have scored. Intercepted. The 25, the 15, 10. Touchdown Panthers. One man to beat. Streaks down the sideline. He's hit, and the ball comes out. Touchdown Panthers. You can't believe what just happened here at Heinz Field. Gowans pulls up and he hits it. X-Man jam.
Gowans against the bigger trail with a lob to Champagnie.
To Ryan Murphy for the three. Yes. Wow. And the place is on fire.
The love for basketball came from really just my family alone. My dad gave me a ball when I was 2, and from there I just picked up and started running with it.
Johnson will take it all the way and finishes.
When I would say from about 5 to like 8th grade. I would say I thought I was good.
Here's Johnson to push that one up and knock it down.
8th grade, I scored like 56 points in the game, and that's when he seen like my dad was like, "Wow, you really can do something with this."
But that three-pointer gives Pitt the lead.
Shoot, I can't describe it. It's just unconditional. I have unconditional love for the game.
Boy, nice play there by Johnson, slicing back in.
Love everything about it. I just feel like it's like an art to me.
Got free.
Oh my goodness.
I like being crafty.
That's great offense right there.
I like the oohs and ahs from the game, from the crowd. I just like to entertain.
NBA three by X-Man, nothing but net.
Xavier Johnson averaged 15.5 points a game last year, was all rookie team in the ACC.
When adversity hits you, you just gotta keep going, to be honest. I would say like the small thing would probably be like when you get a turnover in the game, you just can't put your head down. Like you got to go back out there and get a stop on the defensive end, and probably go get a steal right back and get the ball back.
1-point game, shot clock off Pittsburgh basketball. Here we go. Johnson hanging, finishing. Offensive indeed. We're going the other way.
Unbelievable, both ends of the floor.
To keep the ball in for me, I would say make my teammates better around me. I have to shoot the ball better. I have to distribute.
Beautiful pass.
I didn't come this far just to come this far, is what I tell myself. I would just say that just keep competing and just keep going and getting after it. I do everything for a reason, so mostly I do for my parents and for my family because they sacrificed a lot for me to get here.
Mooney trying to handle the ball with Xavier Johnson standing next to him. That's a bad idea.
Scurries his way down the lane on his way to 2 points.
It's Xavier Johnson, #1 for Pitt basketball, and you're watching Pitt Beyond the Script.
Champagnie. Oh, yeah. A sensational Saturday for Justin Champagnie.
Hello and welcome to Pitt Beyond the Script alongside head basketball coach Jeff Capel, men's basketball team. I'm Rob King of AT&T Sports, and I want to start by looking back to the Georgia Tech win on Saturday. That was a big win for you guys. What did you like about your team's performance?
It was a huge win. It was the end of the week. It was our 3rd game in 7 days. We were a little bit banged up, down a couple of guys, especially in the backcourt. Got off to a slow start offensively, but I thought after the first 5 minutes, I thought we played really, really well. I thought we were able to force turnovers, which got us out in transition, and then we were able to get comfortable playing against their size and length in their zone. And I thought we did a really good job of attacking their zone. I think we scored 40-plus points in the second half, shot over 48% from the field. Our starting backcourt with Xavier and Trey had the 16 assists to only 2 turnovers. So I thought we did some really, really good things and beat a team I think that's pretty good.
You're third in the ACC, I believe, in forced turnovers, 4th in steals. Obviously, it was a big point of this game. Is that something that you as a coach look at and take pride in?
It's something that's very important. Look, we have struggled to score. And if we can force turnovers and get out in transition, if we can play good first shot defense and rebound, that gives us a chance to get out in transition and to play against a defense that's hopefully not set. One of the things we try to do each game is to take a team out of their rhythm, is to try to disrupt their rhythm. And so if we can pressure them, if we can turn them over, then they're not able to run what they want to run. For the most part, we've been able to do that.
Earlier on, I think it was a game Ryan Murphy had gotten hot and you weren't pleased with the fact that the team didn't seem to find him after that Did McGowan's and Johnson do a good job of finding, in this particular case, Champagnie, who had 30 points, better? Did they learn from that earlier and carry it over to this game?
Yeah, I think they've learned from a lot of stuff from earlier in the season. You know, the biggest thing for us all the time is that it all has to be about us. It can never be about an individual. This year, every guy that's played extended minutes for us has done some really good things. I mean, some big-time things, whether it's Eric Hamilton down in Florida getting 2 double-doubles.
Here's Hamilton, overplay, and the hammer, Eric Hamilton, oh my!
Ryan Murphy, the game winner against Boston College. I think he had 28 against West Virginia.
Back to Murphy. He rattles it home. 4 seconds left.
This happened to be Justin's night. And so the thing we have to understand that it has to be about us winning. I thought it's one of the best games that McGowan's had. He had 9 assists and 2 turnovers. I thought it was a really good game for Xavier from the standpoint, 7 assists and no turnovers. You have to see that. You have to understand that that's really good. And that's what it always has to be about. How can I help us win? And I think all of us have done a better job of that.
A team at this point of the season, are they what they are? As a coaching staff, are you looking and saying, hey, I think there's still some improvement or some areas that we want to get better in, or is this pretty much what you have heading down the stretch?
I think we are a team that can get better. You know, if we can add some consistency to some of the things that we do. You know, I think you've seen Justin continue to get better as the season goes on, if we can get him to be consistent. And I know that's not going to mean a 30-point game or a 20-point game, but it should be the consistency of effort and the energy that he played with against Georgia Tech. If we can get our Ds to become consistent and to defend and rebound and to make open shots and drive and make free throws, if Murphy's able to get back, that it gives us another weapon. I thought Terrell Brown was really good how he started the game. If we can get that consistency of energy and effort for him, KYLEE continues to come. So I do think we're a team that can continue to get better. We have to have the right mindset to get better, and we have to be all into what we're doing in order for us to get better.
You've ticked off so many boxes this year. Miami lost, I think, 8 in a row to them prior to beating him. Never beaten North Carolina. Doubling your win total as we're taping this now with several more games to go in the conference. Is winning more on the road, is that kind of another thing as you get ready to take on Virginia Tech on Saturday that you'd like to check off?
Yeah, it is. You know, we've been able to win 2 true road games this year, at Robert Morris earlier, and then at North Carolina. We've had some opportunities in some other ones, but in order to do it, we have to put together 2 halves. On the road, if you look at our first half stats compared to the second half, it's jarring. And we have to figure out a way to put a really good first half together on top of what we've done in the second half. Because in order for us to be at our best, the good teams understand how to win on the road.
So a couple things about Virginia Tech. First of all, I think they're a lesson in how tough the league can be. They're 14-5. Things are rolling along for them. They're 5-3 in the conference. Now they've lost 5 in a row. They also have one of the best young players in the league in Landers Nolley, who leads them in scoring and is second in rebound and second in assists. This guy can be a handful.
He is, man. He's a really, really versatile player. He's got great size, great length, and he can shoot the basketball. And he fits perfect into Mike Young's system. He was at Virginia Tech last year, and he got to be around the older guys in that program. And even though he didn't play, he got to experience it, practice against it, to live it. You know, he and Wasaba Beatty, their leadership has really helped them to have some success this year.
Well, good luck against Virginia Tech. Good luck the rest of the way as well, Coach. Thanks very much. And thanks to you for watching this edition of Pitt Beyond the Script.